OKC, KFC, UFC.
Niggas in five.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Niggas in five.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Niggas in five.
Okay,
Tyler.
you lost the series. This is basketball. One of the phrases, one of our greatest mottos in basketball is almost don't count. Hit the shot, you take that shot, hits the rim, bang, comes back. Oh, almost made that. Guess what? Scoreboard says there's no points there. Almost don't count. One. But who cares, bro? Who cares if at this point in time you are not over the fact that WWE is just grown men and women play fighting to tell a story? Please grow up. They basically saying this season we've clocked out. This season we've clocked out. And as an organization, I have to say I'm disappointed.
We keep on vacillating. That top 4 spot is hard to get.
Ooh. What you say? You keep on
vacillating.
What? Ooh. Hey Google, what does vacillating mean? Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good? It's not a regular Tuesday, bro. It's not a regular Tuesday. This is a great Tuesday. I'm happy all week. Bro. The nerd in me. First, let me just. I'm Mukundi. I talk sports. Yeah. You should know this by now. But if this is your first time, welcome. Now we usually don't talk about this. However, given the fact that this is a special occasion, it's the Tuesday after the biggest day of the year for us wrestling fans, and I know I'm gonna piss NJ off, but I don't care. Is the choir with me? 1, 2, 3. Oh man, yo, 17 times, bro. 17. Damn it, man. 17 times, bro. That's how many times John Cena has won a world championship in the WWE. And yes, one. But who cares, bro? Who cares if at this point in time you are not over the fact that WWE is just grown men and women play fighting to tell a story? Please grow up. This is no different to you watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Same thing, scripted reality. Ooh. Yeah. But anyway, shout out to John Cena, man, my childhood icon. My man, look, I grew up. Listen. I had fun. Definitely worth staying up from 2 a.m. till 5 a.m. and just being tired for the rest of the day just because I had to watch John Cena do it. Had to watch main event Jey Uso win his first world championship as well. That was fun. I've been invested in this character for like the past 2-3 years. And wow. What a payoff, man. Anyway, I'm not here to talk sports entertainment. I'm here to talk sports. But before I even do that, Dokotela, what's good, bruh?
I'm good, fantastic.
Yeah,
Life is
I
so
haven't
good.
called you Dokotela in a while.
Yeah, because you're disrespectful. Like, that's the thing. That's what people from Venda do who follow grown men play fighting. All right, that's what they do. There's just no sense whatsoever. No, I'm kidding, man. Undertaker's still the GOAT. I'm good. Chelsea is still...
It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, it does.
Except Chelsea. Except for Chelsea, I'll accept what you think.
Yeah.
Or your opinion on Chelsea, because otherwise I don't have.
Hey,
one.
Chelsea, we're still going strong in Europe. We're still was it 6 now? It's 5 now. We keep on vacillating. That top 4 spot is hard to get.
Ooh. What you say? You keep on
vacillating.
Ooh. Hey Google, what does vacillating mean? Oh, I have to find out. Vacillating means to waver between different opinions or actions, to be indecisive. Ooh, Sakura.
Yeah.
Sakura. Okay.
This is metaphorically vacillating between 5 and 6. But I love my team. We won our previous game in the 90th minute. Chelsea always does this, man. We always lose the game in the 90th minute.
Again.
We draw the game in the 90th minute, but we won the game in the 90th minute. But I'll take that. Manchester United cannot officially be relegated. So they can't be relegated. They can't be mathematically. So they escaped the relegation zone.
Oh, I don't know. Man United not being in the Premier League just sounds wrong.
Yeah, it does. It does. I know, right?
What?
But anyway, I'm happy and I'm good with Chelsea FC. And
Oh, yeah?
did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo has not won a single title since 2020? Anyway, I'm good.
Man. Okay, so what's good with you, my dog? Are you fine? Are you well? Just tell me down there, Mukundi, I'm fine. Mukundi, I'm well. What is happening with the coaches? I'm not even going to get to the playoffs right now. Before we get to the playoffs, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What is happening with the coaches in the NBA? Like Mike Malone, Taylor Jenkins, Mike Budenholzer. Those are 3 coaches gone within the past 3-4 weeks. All on winning teams, by the way. Dog, Mike Malone won a championship 2 seasons ago. And we have championship expectations of the Nuggets. Yeah, they're not winning anything this year because they're missing something. That starting 5 is solid, but the rest of the supporting cast, as always, is not up to par. And unfortunately, the problem with that, if you still have the same starting 5, or the core at least, that you won a championship with 2 years ago, teams have had the time to build and improve and actually build better starting 5s to compete with your starting 5. Because remember, when you're the champ, you're the template for that season. Right? Remember the Houston Rockets in 2017? They said this team is built to beat the Warriors. They said that. Why? Because the Warriors were running things. Unfortunately, they kept on running things because Houston only managed to take them to Game 7. But however, there's a whole plethora of reasons between Chris Paul being injured, James Harden not showing up to work along with the rest of the team. Like, there was just too much. And the Warriors were just the Warriors as well. However, why are coaches being fired at such an alarming rate? And not only at such an alarming rate, coaches that were doing a good job. This is not something that started now. This is a trend we've been seeing. Remember last year, Doc Rivers came through and Adrian Dantley was leading the Bucks to a good record. They actually got worse after Doc Rivers came on. However, I understand chemistry takes time and blah, 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 and all that. But then again, this is Doc Rivers, an elite coach with the shakiest playoff record. Do you know that Doc Rivers has lost, I think they said consecutive, when he was up 3-1, he's lost about 3-1 leads. And then, because it's Doc Rivers, he gonna try to defend himself, talking about, everybody talks about how I always blew 3-1 leads, but no one talks about the 3 wins. Why would we? You lost the series. Why would we? You lost the series. This is basketball. One of our greatest mottos in basketball is almost don't count. Hit the shot, you take that shot, hits the rim, bang, comes back. Oh, almost made that. Guess what? Scoreboard says there's no points there. Almost don't count. So Doc Rivers, yeah, you got 3 wins, but you got 4 losses out of that. So what's the point? You want me to congratulate you for almost making it to the finish line and not finishing the race? Why? You want me to congratulate you for doing part of your job? Why? Doc Rivers makes no sense with that statement, but I understand. He doesn't want to seem as the victim, and he does have a point. To get that far and win those games, you've done something right, but whatever it is that you were doing, you stopped. And because of that, you gave that team not 1, not 2, but 3 more chances to beat you, and they actually did. I want you to understand that when someone comes back from a 3-1 deficit, Golden State Warriors, I'm looking at you as well. But when someone comes back from a 3-1 deficit, they were losing. Like, do you understand? You have to win 1 game, just 1. Get routine fades. Just do it one more time. And what? This dude just won't allow you? The other team won't allow you? What happened to if I did it once, I can do it again? You did it 3 times and then you did it never. went on to lose the rest of the series. It's inexcusable. Losing a 3-1 lead in a basketball series is inexcusable. And sure, Doc Rivers, I understand. Man, I haven't went off on a tangent because that statement pissed me off so much. I wasn't even talking about Doc Rivers. What I'm saying is Doc Rivers came in last year to the Milwaukee Bucks when Adrian Dantley was doing a great... Man, is it Adrian Dantley? I feel like I'm getting his name wrong. Adrian Dantley. Oh, hey, I had it. Yeah. Unless I got the wrong name. But anyway, dude, what I'm saying is Doc Rivers came in and the team got worse. Fine. That's part of the problem. Teams are losing patience with coaches. It makes no sense. Because the formula for success is consistency. Well, I mean, 34 episodes, baby. But the formula for success is consistency. Look what happened in Denver. And Denver pisses me off because Mike Malone is a great coach and he was doing a great job, and the Denver Nuggets are an okay team right now. They're a good team. Dude, 4th seed in the West. The Nuggets were doing fine. The Nuggets were doing great. They just needed some pieces. That's it. They just needed to move some things around. Something that could have happened in the postseason. Because what else do you have to lose? But I get the business side of it, right? Firing him now makes sense. Because what if something happens in the playoffs, this dude takes them to the finals, or God forbid they win the whole thing. Now this dude that you're planning on firing, you can't fire anymore. Why? Because he's giving you a reason to keep him. Which, rumor has it, mabarbari, whoopie. That was the plan in 2023 and he won a ring. So, I guess they just gave him a grace season last year, and the fact that they lost in the second round to Ant-Man didn't help. But fine. They fired Mike Malone 2 weeks before the season. 2 weeks before the postseason starts. 2. They basically saying, this season we've clocked out. This season we've clocked out. And as an organization, I have to say I'm disappointed. Why not? If you're playing the game, then play to win. Right? If you're in it, then win it. Right? Or die trying. How do you think what are your fans supposed to do now? You have just told the Denver Nuggets fan base as a whole that we don't care about y'all. At least not for this postseason run. We don't care that y'all are going to have because we all know right now that team has no coach. I don't even know who the temporary coach is. I don't. And I don't think I want to find out. I don't care. Because they have no expectations for themselves, so why should I? They don't want to win. Remember when Jordan got on Jerry Reinsdorf's ass and his back, and he said, if we are making it to the playoffs, then we're going to play. Man, screw tanking. Forget tanking. Why are we tanking if we have a chance to compete? And the Denver Nuggets had a chance to compete. Why did they have a chance to compete? You have Nikola Jokic. If you have Nikola Jokic on your team, you are a contender by default. There are just some players that give you that ability. That is why when Nikola Jokic is off the team, they're a sub-500 team. So you have, quote-unquote, the best player in the world with a solid starting 5. With Russell Westbrook leading the bench. And you're not even going to try. My point is try. That's what's pissing me off. They're not even willing to try. Because if you're going to fire... Listen, I can guarantee you it wasn't going to make a difference whether you fired him now or after. Well, if you fired him before the playoffs started or after the playoffs started. All it was going to change was how far you got in the playoffs, but it wasn't going to do anything else. Because you have clearly made up your mind. You have clocked out with this nigga. The least you could do is at least try. You know when you're about to get in a car crash or something like that, or like when you're falling and you've accepted your fate, like I'm falling. There's nothing I can do. All I can do now is either cushion the landing. The car, you can see that the car is heading straight for that wall, and all you can do is pray that you put on your seatbelt the right way and your airbags still work. Denver didn't care enough to do that. Denver jumped out of the car before seeing if they will even crash. I'm disappointed, bro. I really am. Memphis, same story. Taylor Jenkins, gone. Taylor Jenkins, gone. The only team that I will actually give a pass for firing their coach, and I'm not promoting it, I'm not condoning it, but I am saying I understand why it had to happen, were the Phoenix Suns. But even that, Wagwan there. Wagwan there. There's going to be a third coach in 3 years. They got rid of Monty Williams. Fair enough. I think he had reached his ceiling, or the team itself had. And let's not get into it with DeAndre Ayton and them. But yeah, fine. You brought in Frank Vogel. Bust. You brought in Mike Budenholzer. Bust. You brought in Mike Budenholzer with a team that had KD, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. But I am not here to get into that today. I already ranted about that. So it's fine. But what is happening with coaches and teams? A coach needs time to build his team, to build the culture. A great example of that is varsity basketball and varsity football. There's a reason the coaches are the stars in varsity, because there's a rotation of new players every year, and you somehow have to make it work. You've accepted that your star player may not be on the team this year. You have to build a new star player. That means finding one in this new batch. And yet coaches create dynasties. Why? Because coaches create the culture. Superstars play the game, but coaches create the winning culture and mentality. They can change your entire franchise around. The reason the Denver Nuggets were such a formidable foe for the past couple of years, and they actually managed to win the championship when it finally mattered, was because Mike Malone was the coach for 10 years. He had coached Nikola Jokic his entire career. Bill Belichick, to a significantly less successful extent. Mike Tomlin, Greg Popovich. Dude, the Spurs were getting to the playoffs every season until like 3-4 years ago, maybe. You get what I'm saying? Coaching is a big part of the game. And yeah, the league is high pressure and there's high expectations, and sometimes it can come up from upper management or just the owners and not necessarily the GM. I don't care. At the end of the day, when a team decides to fire a coach, they have fired a coach. If it's justified, it's justified. If it's not, it's not. And I don't think some of these firings are justified. Dude, the West is crazy. The West is crazy. You can win 44 games and be a 5th seed in the West. And then because of that, what, you didn't meet expectations? No. As long as we make it to the playoffs, by the way, all 3 of those coaches were leading their team to the playoffs, except Coach Bud. Actually, two of those coaches. Mike Malone and Taylor Jenkins. Both teams are in the playoffs right now. And I have this thought, not thought or theory or whatever it is that you want to call it. As soon as we get to the playoffs, no more bad teams. No more bad teams. Sure, there may be better teams in that bracket, but you're not a good team. If you make it to the playoffs, that means you deserve to be there and you belong there. Show us why. That's all we ask. Show us why. Back your players. Back your coaches. Back your team. Because when players and coaches feel safe and secure, they're at their best. They know I'm locked in with the team is locked in with me. Phil Jackson didn't three-peat in LA by chance. No. He was dating Jeannie Buss too, but still, what I'm saying is, it's not by chance. I didn't even get to the playoffs, dog. Let me give you a quick rundown of the playoffs. OKC mopped the floor with Memphis. Simple. I expect to sweep. And what else can I say, man? They did what they had to do. When you're a superior team going up against a lesser team, you have to show them why you're the superior team. OKC did exactly that. Ayo, Golden State, Houston's lack of experience will be the death of them. However, Golden State should not sleep on Houston. They're still number 2 seed for a reason, and they can turn it on when they have to. And Ime Udoka is a one hell of a coach. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard didn't miss a shot last night. Well, he did, but he dropped 39, shooting 15 of 19. Kawhi, if you keep playing like this and actually showing up for work, then I will have no choice but to rescind that statement that I said a couple months ago that he should retire. However, last time Kawhi lost his mind in the playoffs, he did win a championship. However, that was the last time Kawhi had a significant playoff run. Well, a healthy one at least. Okay, the Lakers. Hey, I have to do this. I'm sorry. The Lakers, they're playing the Timberwolves. They've lost game 1. However, I'm not worried. Do you know why?
Lakers in 5. 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 Lakers in 5.
Hardcore child support, Lou Dort.
Lakers in 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Lakers in 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Lakers in 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Lakers in 5.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying, dog. Lakers in 5. I'm not worried about the Lakers losing game 1 to the Timberwolves. However, if they lose game 2, it's chai. Ant-Man smells blood. If they lose game 2, Ant-Man will have smelled blood and he will come and put his foot on your neck. And it's chai. I'm telling you now. Cavs and Heat. Man, get the brooms. Pacers and Bucks. If Dame doesn't come back and show Tyrese Halliburton who he is, the Bucks are in trouble. Knicks and Pistons. This is this is probably the most evenly tied series you'll find in this entire bracket. Knicks and Pistons. Why? Knicks are there, but there's something missing. They don't have that defensive aggression that they had last year, and also just Thibodeau's not doing his best coaching right now also. But the Pistons are just young and they're playing team. But I still believe in the Pistons, and Cade Cunningham is just Cade Cunningham, man. Like, wow, just wow. So that series is going to be fun. It might even go all the way. Celtics and Magic, man. Get the brooms, please. Yo, NBA. 25 minutes of my time I will never get back because I was complaining about the coaches. But I love it. What's good, NJ?
The NBA just decided to be Chelsea FC.
Okay.
Fire coaches. That's
Bro. Like,
that works only for Chelsea, not the rest of the NBA.
it's a pandemic, bro. It's a pandemic.
Man, I think the NBA is correcting itself. But the question that I still have right now, as it stands like right now, who's making it out of the East? Who's making it out of the West?
I don't see anyone beating Boston. Cleveland lacks the playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see them beating Boston. And in the West, the West is crazy, dog. But OKC still.
OKC, KFC, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. That's it.
Denver, not a chance, eh?
Not a chance. Nah,
not a chance.
They don't even have a coach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot that part. Okay, never mind. Clippers?
Hey, danger. Wouldn't be surprised Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Harden is playing his ass off. Kawhi is playing his ass off. Ty Lue is one hell of a coach. The rest of the supporting cast, from Norman Powell all the way to Victor Zubac, are playing their minds off. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only result that I'm very certain of is that Shannon is very wrong. He ain't gonna be Lakers in 5.
Yeah, no, this might go. This might go 6. This might go 6.
He's very wrong.
This might go 6.
He's
But
very
until
wrong.
then.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
Okay, I won't get into that. Anyway, man, tell me what you think. Does the NBA have a coaching pandemic, or am I just tripping? Tell me who you got in the East. Tell me who you got in the West. The first round is still very much, the beginning of things, and it's still entertaining. But you know what? We shall see what's going to happen at the end of the season. And don't you dare forget, whatever you do after watching this episode, don't you dare forget, if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, John Cena's the GOAT, baby. 17 times. Yo, he talks sports. Until next time, watch sports, be nice to your mother, and enjoy the violence.
The Lakers, that's what I'm saying. Yes.